Myself, Shrija K.S., PGT Physics from JNV Mandya. Today we will discuss about one of the most important phenomena related to light. Before discussing what is meant by that, we will see. All of you are familiar, all of you have seen sunset or sunrise. Either you might have seen sunset or sunrise or both. So have you ever thought why that sun appeared to be reddish in color? And you might have seen the beautiful sky in blue color. So at that time, have you ever wondered why it appears to be in blue color? And sometimes you might have noticed the clouds to be in white color. So whether did you ever think that what is the reason behind this? So for all of these, we will get the answer for all of these questions we will get at the end of today's session. So today we are going to discuss about scattering of light. Scattering of light. So before discussing scattering, in 9th standard already have studied about Tyndall effect. So what is meant by Tyndall effect? When light is passed through a colloidal solution, the path of the light is visible because of the scattering of colloidal particles. That phenomenon is known as Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect means the path of the light through a colloidal solution is visible. Clearly we can see the path of light, and that phenomenon is known as Tyndall effect. This Tyndall effect arises because of the scattering of light by the colloidal particles. Okay, is it clear? Similarly, when sunlight is allowed to pass through a small hole in a smoke-filled room, we can see the path of sunlight clearly again because of this Tyndall effect. Okay. So that already you have studied about Tyndall effect. So here we are going to discuss in detail about scattering of light. So first of all, you should know what is meant by scattering. The scattering is very simple. Whenever light is passing through atmosphere, various molecules will be present in the atmosphere. So these molecules will absorb this light, and these molecules will re-radiate this light in different directions. And that phenomenon is scattering. So what is meant by scattering? It is the absorption of light by the molecule and re-radiation. Okay. So scattering process involves, we can say, it involves the absorption of light by molecules and re-radiation in different direction. Re-radiation. So it involves two processes, one absorption of light and second, that absorbed light after some time it will be re-radiated in different direction. That phenomena is known as scattering of light. And this scattering mainly we can classify into two, elastic scattering and inelastic scattering, or we can say it as Raman scattering and Rayleigh scattering. And here we are discussing only about elastic scattering or Rayleigh scattering. Okay. Rayleigh scattering. This Rayleigh scattering will take place. There are certain conditions for Rayleigh scattering to take place. One important condition is that the size of the molecule should be very much lesser than comparable to the wavelength of light. So if we are writing A is the size of the molecule, and lambda is the wavelength of light, We can write A should be much lesser than lambda. Size of the molecule should be much lesser than the wavelength of light. In that case only this Rayleigh scattering will take place. So according to Rayleigh scattering law, the intensity of scattered light, is inversely proportional to fourth power of wavelength. Intensity of scattered light is inversely proportional to fourth power of wavelength. So mathematically we can write intensity is inversely proportional to 1 by lambda raised to 4 provided A is much lesser than the wavelength. Okay. So in this case we can say that selective scattering is there. Selective scattering means some color will be scattered more and some color will be scattered less depending on the wavelength. Whichever having longer wavelength, it will be scattered less. Its intensity will be less, and whichever having shorter wavelength light, that will be scattered more. So we can say that blue end of the visible spectrum will be scattered more in comparison with the red end of the visible spectrum, because red end is having more wavelength in comparison with blue end. Okay, so we can write wavelength of red is greater than wavelength of violet, blue, all those. So we can say intensity of scattered light corresponding to red light will be lesser in comparison with intensity corresponding to blue light. Is it clear? So we can say intensity is inversely proportional to fourth power of wavelength. So in this case, selective scattering will be there. All color of light will not be scattered equally, provided this condition satisfies. Size of the molecule is lesser than wavelength. So whichever having smaller wavelength, it will be scattered more, and whichever having longer wavelength, it will be scattered less. So we can say that red will be scattered least and blue will be scattered most. Okay, blue, violet, blue region of that visible spectrum will be scattered most in comparison with red end of the visible spectrum. Okay, so by using this we can explain why sky appear to be blue. Blue color of sky. For one word answer directly you can write because of scattering sky appear to be blue. And otherwise if it is asked in detail for 2 mark or 3 mark question, that time you have to explain it in detail. How to explain? The red light will be scattered least and blue light will be scattered most in comparison with red and blue, because selective scattering will be taking place. All color will not be scattered in equal amount. Red light will be scattered least, and the most scattered blue light is reaching our eye, because of which sky appear to be blue color. So we have to write red light has more wavelength in comparison with blue light. So red light will be scattered least and blue light will be scattered most, because of which the blue scattered light is reaching our eye. So sky appears to be blue color. Okay. Is it clear? Now you may think that why sun appear to be reddish? No. Reddishness of sun during sunset and sunrise. Reddishness of sun during sunset and sunrise. So sun rays has to travel a larger distance. Sun will be near the horizon, no? So sun rays has to travel larger distance through the atmosphere. So when these rays are traveling, the lower wavelength light in the visible spectrum, which means in the blue region, all those light will be scattered away, and only longer wavelength light, which comes in the red end of the visible spectrum, that will reach the eye. So we can say that wavelength of red is more, because of which it will be least scattered, and the least scattered light is reaching the observer, because of which sun appear to be reddish during sunset and sunrise. Okay. So the low wavelength light already scattered away from the observer. Only long wavelength red is reaching the observer. So sun appear to be reddish during sunset and sunrise. Okay. So for both the reason is same. Why sky appear to be blue? Why sun appear to be reddish during sunset and sunrise? And same reason is that why we are using danger signal red color. Why we are using danger signal? Danger signals are red color because of the same reason. Red is having more wavelength, so it will be scattered least. Because of its larger wavelength, it will be scattered least, so that it can reach to far away person. Whoever is standing very far away also, that light can reach, because of which we are using red signal as danger signal. Okay, red color as danger signal. Is it clear? Now, we will discuss why clouds appear to be white color. Why? Because I told you, for all these cases, whether sky appear to be blue color, sun appear to be reddish, or danger signals are red color, in all those cases, condition is that the size of the molecule should be lesser than the wavelength. If that condition satisfies, only scattering will be selective, scattering will be taking place. In the case of cloud, the water droplets will be there. The size of the water droplets is larger, or it will not be very much smaller than the wavelength. So this condition is not satisfied. So because of which what happens, all color of light will be scattered equally. If all color of light is scattered in equal amount, the total light reaching our eye will be of white color, because all color is reaching our eye, because of which we are seeing cloud to be white color. Okay. So why cloud to be white color? Because there is no selective scattering, all color of light is scattered equally, because of the presence of water droplets that will scatter all amount of light, all color of light in equally. And if the atmosphere were not there, because of the presence of atmosphere, we can see the beautiful blue color of the sky or red color of sun. In the absence of atmosphere, it would have been appear to be dark. So if a person is on the surface of moon, for him sky appear to be black color or dark color, because of there is no scattering, there is no atmosphere, because of which no scattering will be there. Similarly, for astronauts in space, for them also it appear to be dark. Okay. So to explain this, why sky appear to be blue, why sun appear to be reddish color, we will discuss one small activity. So what is meant by that activity, we will discuss now. Okay. So first of all, we will draw the diagram of that. Yes, this is the diagram to discuss about the scattering of light by colloidal solution. Okay. Scattering of light by colloidal solution. So we will discuss what is meant by each step. So first of all, we have to prepare a colloidal solution. For that, 200 gram of sodium thiosulfate, it is known as hypo. Sodium thiosulfate is dissolved in 2 liter clean water. That is taken in a thiosulfate is dissolved. And to that 1 to 2 ml, 1 to 2 milliliter of concentrated H2SO4. Is H2SO4? Yes, sulfuric acid. No. So 1 to 2 milliliter of concentrated sulfuric acid is added to this. So why we are doing so? We have to get a colloidal solution. So within 2 to 3 minutes, we will get a colloidal solution. So what is taken in the tank? A clean water. 2 liter of clean water is taken in a transparent tank in which 200 gram of sodium thiosulfate is added to it. To that, around 1 to 2 milliliter of concentrated sulfuric acid added. Within 2 to 3 minutes, we will get a colloidal solution. Okay. Now, as this is a white source, the source which produces white color of light. Source is kept and 2 lenses are taken, L1 and L2. 2 convex lenses are taken, L1 and L2, in such a way that at the focus of first lens L1, we are keeping the white source of light. So what's the benefit of that? If we are keeping at the focus, we will get a parallel beam of light after reflection. Okay. So we are keeping a source of light exactly at the focus of L1. Similarly, exactly at the focus of L2, we are keeping a screen. Say screen. Okay. Now, what we have to do? We have to observe whether scattering is taking place or not. No? So already our solution, colloidal solution is there, and 2 lenses are kept, and here this is a cardboard. In that cardboard, a small hole is made for the light to pass through that. Okay, a small hole is made in the cardboard for light to pass through it, and that light is allowed to pass through on L2, and finally that will focus to the screen. Okay, so we will discuss what happens. So white source of light is kept exactly at the focus of the L1. So we will get a parallel beam of light, and this parallel beam of light is allowed to pass through our colloidal solution, which is taken in the transparent tank T. And after that, this light is passing through the small hole in the cardboard, and that light is again passing through the lens and finally focus on the screen. So what will be the color of this solution? Can you say? What will be the color of the colloidal solution? When light is passing through that? Yes, it will be appearing to be blue. Why? Because colloidal particles will be there. This size of the particle is very small in comparison with wavelength. So it will scatter blue light more, because of which the solution appears to be in blue color. And so already smaller wavelength light scattered. Now which color light will be reaching there on the screen? Only higher wavelength light will be reaching the screen. So this screen we can see a red or crimson dot. We can see a red color dot on the screen. So this explains why sky appears to be blue, why sun appears to be red. Why sky appears to be blue? Because low wavelength light is scattered, and that scattered light is reaching our eye. And why sun appears to be red? Already low wavelength light scattered away. Now only higher wavelength light will reach. Because of higher wavelength light is red. Red will be scattered least, and this least scattered light will reach our eye. Okay. Same reason for danger signals are red color also. Is it clear to everyone? So this is one activity to demonstrate why sky appear to be blue or why sun appear to be a reddish color. Very simple activity only. You have to remember about the colloidal solution. What is the quantity? What amount of colloidal solution is taken? That only you have to remember. 2 liter of clean water is taken. For that 200 gram of sodium thiosulfate is added, and to that 1 to 2 milliliter of concentrated sulfuric acid added to get a colloidal solution. And when light is passed through this colloidal solution, low wavelength light is scattered and high wavelength light which is least scattered will reach the other end. So in the screen we can see a red dot and the solution we can see in blue color. Okay, this is all about scattering. So this scattering has very much important. Because of this scattering we can see beautiful blue sky and the beautiful sun during sunset and sunrise in red color. So in the absence of atmosphere, what happens? We would have seen everything in dark color. Okay, so this is all about scattering of light. Thank you.